Hi, this is Everett Thompson coming to you from Valeria Studios inside the I-74 Office Park. I'm here today with Eric Pennekamp, principal at Rear Window Investigations. Hi, Eric.
Hello, Everett. Nice to be here.
So we've talked a couple times. As I mentioned, I'm turning 50 next year. In my life, I've never met someone who does what you do. So tell me a little bit about your company.
So the name of my company is Rear Window Investigations, LLC, and I am the owner, but right now I'm one of our investigators as well. I'm a private investigator, and how I got into that line of work is my background is in law enforcement. I spent the last 15 years as a police officer. Part of that 15 years I spent working undercover, doing a lot of narcotics investigating. So when I had some life changes come up and started thinking about other career choices and getting out of police work, I thought, what can I do to rely on my skills and training that I've developed over these last 15 years and tailored into something where I can go into business for myself and be my own boss.
So what you're saying is you're basically utilizing the skills that you honed while you're at the police force, and now you're using them with your current practice.
Correct.
Yeah. So going from law enforcement to your own business, big change.
It's a very big change. Probably the most noticeable change is in the police world, the customers in the business come to you. This set of things, you have to go out and find the customers. So that's been the challenge and the part where I've had to try to make sure myself is staying patient and not giving up.
So you went also from law enforcement to a businessman. So that's kind of a gap.
It was. Probably the biggest challenge with that transition would be not so much the work aspect of things. That part I'm confident in. I'm very confident in my skills, but with a business comes a whole nother set of talents and skills that you have to either hone or have. So those are the things that I kind of had to work my way through, and through that I was able to rely on some people that have been down this path before. I have a family member who's went into business for themselves. I have a very good friend who's gone into business for themselves. So the things that I was lacking in, I was able to ask them and help navigate myself through these challenges by relying on their advice.
So any other challenges you'd like to share with our new startup peers or business owners?
Well, probably the thing that I have to keep telling myself, and I touched on it earlier, is I'm not a very patient person. I want something done, and I want it done yesterday. So the challenge that I'm having right now is I've transitioned in careers here. I was this one day, and I decided to be a business owner the next day, with this hope I'd open the doors to my business and I'd have this long line of customers.
Right.
That's not the way it works. I'm realistic, but I have to keep telling myself, owning a business is hard work, and developing a customer base and a network base is hard work. So it's not going to happen overnight, and it's not going to make itself happen. You just have to be patient and rely and trust your hard work that it's going to pay off.
Very good.
Thank you.
Well, thanks a lot for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
This has been an Entrepreneurial Minute here at Valeria Studios inside the I-74 Office Park. If you're looking for world-class infrastructure and peer networking, this is the place to be. Check us out, i74wire.com.